Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me, a little bit different. I'm gonna actually put down all of our stuff for, these ones are not it, sorry. For my May monthly and my kids' memory keeping planner. So that is what we're going to do here. And then I have the Wacky Holidays from Sammy Doodle Designs. She came out with a sticker book around Black Friday, so that is what we're going to do. Normally, I leave this to do as my live plan with me at the end of the month, but things have just been weird here in April. It's been such an odd month, and I forgot. I'm not going to lie about it. I did forget, and then when I did remember, I was just like, man, nothing's gonna be working out to my advantage here. Okay, so I need this washi right here. Okay, so let me flip to what this May horror. So this is my 52 weeks of Halloween. So what I do is I use the two washies that come with it, and I do this, and then I save the bottom washi and the date dots, and I put them up here in my monthly. First and foremost, let me set this one off to the side real quick because I'm going to do the washi, and then we'll get that. So yeah, I normally leave this for the Facebook group to do a live plan with me in the Facebook group. And I've been doing that. Wow, that was really crooked. I've been doing that for all the months, but this is the first month that obviously I am not doing so well on. And I'm just grabbing a random washi card and stuff. The filming area is a disaster. So, but I do that on Sunday evenings, and we sit and we chat. And I sit here and I do this monthly plan with me, and I lay it out. And some months I've been really good about putting stuff down, and other months not so much. Okay, maybe like the first month I was really good at it. Monthlies are not my thing. It's one of those things, out of sight, out of mind. And that's really kind of how my brain works, is if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, and I kind of forget that it's there. So if I want to do it, I need to actively put something down. And I've been working hard to try and remember to do daily updates on my planners and stuff, and make sure that I'm not forgetting those things. But I mean, I'm doing really, really well on that front. But then that means I'm not doing well on the monthly front, because I just say update planners, and then that for my brain is like, oh yeah, you just need to update your weekly, and I totally forget about my monthly. So creating little habits at a time, that's all I'm doing. But I did say to everybody that I was going to make this into a plan with me so that everybody could see, and then that way we are golden. Okay, let me find my days of the week. Where are you, days of the week? Here we go. Okay, so we have these days of the week in the shop, and I love to do it, especially for these undated planners, because then you can, especially for your monthly, you can decide when you want your start date to be. So in these monthlies specifically, I start our stuff on Monday. That's just what works for my brain on these. So that is what I do. So after this, I need to figure out what we're having for dinner. We did a whole big grocery shopping trip. So unlike living in Texas, where I really only had to go to 2 stores, that was Costco and HEB. Here in Springfield, I am having to go to multiple stores. However, I love to shop in bulk, and I try to do that so that I don't have to go so I don't have to go so often. and everything. So because we have deep freeze space and stuff like that, we really try to buy our meat in bulk as much as possible for the entire month and have meals placed around that, and then buy like perishables as needed. Because we just moved, all of that aspect, you know, we went through our freezers, and whatever we weren't going to eat, we ended up donating to families in our church that, you know, fallen onto rough times. We've done that with every single military move we have done, is we always put together all of our food and donate it to somebody. And we always ask somebody in our ward or in our church to come pick it up and deliver it to them. Usually somebody that visits them on a regular basis, or one of the leaders in the church. Just because I know that when people fall on hard times, they don't want other people to know. And they, you know, because it's embarrassing for them, they may feel some shame or, you know, whatever it may be, right? And that is never our intention. We just want to spread love, that we were blessed during that time, and we're just going to pay it forward. And we don't want any thanks about it, which is why we do it very anonymously and very quiet. And I actually don't really talk about it. And talking about it right now makes me feel like I'm bragging, and I'm not. So it makes me feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to stop talking about it. Anyways, so we're starting from scratch, basically, and we had to wait till we got the new refrigerator, so we had the space. We still have to go through the garage and get that deep freeze all plugged in, so that we can start putting stuff in there, because we want more of like the meals that are ready to go to be in our secondary refrigerator freezer, things that we're constantly getting into. So we'll go in the first refrigerator, and then things that are more long-term, like the long-term meat that's in food saver stuff, will go into the deep freeze. So that's what we're looking at doing. So yeah, but it was a long grocery day. Ended up going to not only Costco, but our local, what is probably going to end up being our grocery store. Does it have the greatest of deals? Not always, but sometimes. And try to look at the ads, and then also look at maybe some of the deals that they have going on there. And then I have to end up going to Walmart for one thing, and then we buy our eggs in bulk from our egg supplier, since we can't have chickens here. So yeah, okay, so let me take a look. I really wanted to use these die cuts, but I'm not exactly sure how to use them, because these are gonna be so big. Okay, so there's some things that are gonna be happening for sure on every Tuesday and Thursday for my oldest. This month is gonna be a weird month. So we're in the process of selling our house, and we're under contract. So fingers crossed that everything goes through. We're out of the option period and stuff, so we're like, yes. But I'm still on edge and hope that we make it to the end of the month with nothing, right? So knock on wood. I'm trying to find, okay, so none of these, so we'll set these off to the side. I'm just looking for labels that I can utilize. Okay, let's start with these. So yeah, we're gonna center these as best we can. Okay, so that next one needs to be moved over just a little bit. That's fine. So yeah, we're just hoping that we make it to the end of the month with nothing happening. That would be my goal, and stuff. But yeah, so this is just a weird month of getting all the activities started with the kids, because paying for 2 places is not a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell you, paying for two places is not a lot of fun. It's a necessary evil. We're fine, it's great, but I would rather have that aspect, that money go towards the kids. I'm just being honest with you. So, but it is what it is. We've been through this before. We'll be through it again. I have enough that I don't have to use the pattern ones for this one. Yay! That makes me excited. Okay, so here we go. Yep, see, I have mixed paper or mixed adhesive again on this one. I can feel it on the back. It's always a fun adventure. All right, so those are to mark my son's Taekwondo day. So the deal with the kids was, okay, if we're gonna do this, you do it until you make black belt, and then these ones we're gonna do right here, and then once you guys make black belt, then you can choose to move on to something else, right? That was the deal we all had. They all signed on it. We're all happy with it. That was the deal we made. Cool. So they're all black belts now. My oldest wants to continue on with this. He wants to continue training in this sport, and because he has a goal of opening up his own dojang when he gets older. That's what he really wants to do. So he is working with a few individuals to help him achieve that. And then the other two, well, the youngest one is he's hit or miss on it, but my second oldest son is like, nope, I made black belt, I want to try a different martial arts. And we were like, okay, we can support that. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so Wednesday nights are super busy. This is going to be interesting having to do these wacky holidays. So Wednesday, it's the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays of every month that are our busiest. So yeah, okay, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Taekwondo, youth. So like I said, we don't have a schedule for the other two boys for what Taekwondo's, and not even Taekwondo, they're going to actually do Krav Maga. That's what they have decided on, and my daughter has decided to join in with them to do some Krav Maga. So luckily they also have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm, if we get started on this month, I already have stuff laid down. So let's jump into this. Okay, it is also Military Appreciation Month, so let me grab a box, and we are going to put that down over here. So Military Appreciation Month, I know that it doesn't match, and that is fine by me. It doesn't bother me. This is my kids' memory keeping planner, so memory don't have to match. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's pretty cool. In our ward, we have a lady who is deaf, and we have 2 interpreters that work with her, and I am so excited by that. I am absolutely excited by that. I think the kids are going to gravitate towards it, because anytime, they find an appreciation in it. Is what I'm trying to say. And so they will probably ask, especially my oldest, because he likes to introduce himself to people. He will probably ask, hey mom, can I learn, how can I learn sign language? I really want to, say hi to this lady, introduce myself and stuff. And I think that's just that's an amazing thing for a teenager to do. He's thinking about somebody else. Like I can learn how to communicate with her, and that's, so what he can do. In fact, he gave a talk today. Okay, this one right here. He gave a talk today, and he was nervous because, let's face it, and when I say today, I mean on Sunday. He gave a talk, and it's also Mental Health Awareness Month, so we're going to put another box down here to mark that. But he, at the end, when he came and sat back down, you know, he sat in the row in front of us, and he was texting to my husband and was like, oh my gosh, I was talking so fast. I hope the interpreter was able to keep up, you know, and didn't, you know, like mess up. Like, he was that worried about somebody else being able to participate fully. And I was like, you know what? The 16-year-old, you think so much better about other people than even like full-grown adults that work in businesses and functions of thinking of people. So anyways, I had to brag about my kid for a minute. All right, let's go ahead and lay these down the best we can. So my only thing for if Sammy Doodle decides to do this book again this next year, I would say the only thing is to make the icons smaller. That would be my only thing. And I have a love-hate relationship with this because I say that, but I'm really grateful that these things were so big, because all of April I've been really, really bad about putting stuff down on the monthly. So, oh, I don't have my water in here and my throat is killing me. All right, so, oh, it is also Small Business Month. Let's grab another box because that's what we do, and put it down over here. Okay, we have a small business, so we're going to own that one. And then it's also Cinco de Mayo. Guess what we're gonna have on Friday? I think so we have decided that Fridays are family game nights. So we have a massive amount of board games and card games. Like, I love them. We went through a huge phase where we did as a family, and then when we lived in Harlingen, we kind of got out of it because we really didn't have a place to sit and do it, and there wasn't a place to store them out in front where everybody could see. So this is the one that's going to be interesting to get around. There we go. Okay. I only need a little bit of space to write on there, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, when we lived in Harlingen, we didn't really have any place for them, so we kind of got out of it. When we moved to Bay City, well, we didn't really have a huge space for them, but we ended up finding one of the closets had one of the cedar closets. So all of the kids' rooms in that house had cedar closets, which were so amazing. National Dance Like a Chicken Day. Oh, that's funny. That is also Mother's Day, so we need to make sure that we put that down. So put that up there. Get Mother's Day down over here. Okay. And we put them in one of the cedar closets that wasn't being used by one of the kids. And it's where all of our puzzles went, but once again, it was out of sight, out of mind. And stuff. And I was like, guys, we have spent so much money on games. We need to do this. So last night, which was Saturday, not Saturday the 6th, but just Saturday, I was like, we're doing it. My husband's like, I'm tired. We did so much walking today. And I'm like, I know, it was amazing. Granted, today my shins hurt, my ankles hurt, but I have no regrets whatsoever. So yeah, we made him sit down and play the game. And of course, my husband wipes the floor with our faces and wins this game. But I told him, I was like, whatever game I see in the first box that I open, that's what we're gonna play. And that's what we did. And the kids had a great time. Oh, National Brothers Day. Okay, you guys. So you see this picture right here? I'm gonna need to find the picture. So I have 2 little boys. They're my 2 oldest, and they really show brotherly love like no other. They're best of friends. And I have this picture of them walking, and Aiden is on the left and Landon is on the right, and they're holding hands, and it is the sweetest brother picture I have. And just talking about it gets me all emotional, because I'm like, that's gonna be them for the rest of their lives. Like, that is who they're going to be. They will always have each other's back. They will always have each other's hands to walk them through whatever it is it's gonna be. Okay, so now I'm gonna breathe, so that I don't have tears falling down all over the place. Yeah. Whew. Because I am not supposed to be emotional, and I am not supposed to be crying when I'm doing a YouTube video like this. This is supposed to be fun. Yeah, now I can't even remember what I was talking about. Great. National Hamburger Day. Oh yeah, the game. So yeah, so Steve wiped the floor with us, and yeah. We had a great time. But yeah, we're going to start making Fridays family game nights, which is going to shut everything off. I told Steve today, I was like, you better get ready to stretch, because we got to dance off. And I think that's absolutely perfect, to be honest with you. I think that's absolutely perfect to have Cinco de Mayo. We'll probably end up going and getting stuff for street tacos. If I remember and I have my life put together, I'll make my husband guacamole. I've made guacamole numerous amounts of times, but it's always been for other people and never for him. And he's like, you always do that. And so he doesn't believe me that I can actually make a lot of this stuff. Oh yeah, Memorial Day. We need to make sure we put Memorial Day down. Oh shoot. Let's see. Let's lift this guy back up. But anyways, I told him to stretch because we are going to play Just Dance. And we are going to have a dance off with the family. Let's see. Here. Nope, it's got to be up over here. I'm covering numbers up. That's not what I want to do. Come on. Oh, this one's so hard. This one is a little bit of an awkward one. It's okay if it goes into the next day. I'm completely fine with that. And then if they cover each other up, I just want to be able to see what it is. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, I told them we're having a dance off that day. I'm the one that is ultimately deciding. I didn't get up. If you watched my video on Monday, I had an accident with my albums and then ended up dropping or sitting down in my chair and squishing my foot. So I'm not getting up to grab the monthly header for this. I will just worry about that later. So, but yeah, he's got to stretch because we're going to have dance off. I may or may not film Mr. Avalon and Ninth doing some dancing. I mean, if he's doing the chicken dance, I might as well, right? So, all right, there we go, you guys. So this was supposed to be done on April 30th. I didn't have a chance to do it, but we have it done now. And I have a little bit of areas to write in when I need to, but overall, kids' memory keeping, like I said, let me show you what April looked like. I'm super glad that that these were here. So, all right, you guys. That's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys again in my next video. Take care now. Bye.